Is this Plant World?
Correct, my dear. I am Madam Ladybug, the slightly irritated owner of Plant World. Instead of the beauteous red rose I ordered, I have been sent a mutant Venus flytrap by Napoleon LaRoche.
Nice cage, though.
A locked cage for which I have no combination. On top of it all, this particular Venus flytrap has something in its mouth.
Interesting. It's the off switch. How diabolical of the roach to feed it to a mutant Venus flytrap. I've got to get it out of there and find a rose for the ladybug. No small feat. I can use this talk balloon to gather information about getting a rose for Madam Ladybug. Once I get that flytrap, I'll need to get the off switch out of its mouth. I'd better answer my spy watch.
Please stand by.
Spy Fox, an informant has a hot tip about the off switch and is waiting for you at the Food of the Future exhibit. Ask for the candy apple.
The candy apple. Got it, thanks.
Monkey Penny signing off.
Spy Fox out.
Please stand by.
Have you talked to your informant yet, Spy Fox?
I have yet to get the candy apple or talk to the informant. How will I know who I'm talking to?
Just get the candy apple. Big things come in small packages.
The candy apple. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but
Monkey Penny out.
So that's my contact, eh? Brilliant disguise. I'd like a candied apple, please.
Certainly, sir. Here at Food of the Future, all food is on sticks. It allows you to enjoy your favorite foods without using a knife or fork or having to stop what you're doing. Here you go, a free candied apple on a stick sample.
Well, I have the candied apple.
Isn't that just grand?
Yes, but I, meaning me, have in my possession the candied apple.
Only one candied apple sample per customer. Now run along and enjoy the fair, Pumpkin.
Maybe she wants me to come back when there are less people around. Oh well, this candied apple looks good.
Watch what you're doing. You want to give me a coronary?
Ah, Lenny, you're the apple of my eye. What information do you have for me?
Hi, Spy Fox. Listen close. There are spies everywhere, so don't look directly at me. This leaf contains the information that you need.
This is too small to read.
What do you want from me? I wrote it with my teeth. Now I got the split. People are starting to stare. Throw me in the dumpster.
Suit yourself.
Oh! I'm all right. Save yourself.
That won't do me any good. It says Food of the Future. Something seems fishy. Cod, bare your soul.
Oh, I'm sadder than an ant in a neck brace at a picnic. In the old days, it never failed. The Cape Cod would razzle and dazzle with his mighty cape of joy, and then the finale. A shot out of the cannon.
Sounds exciting.
Then, one fateful day, we were at a sea monkey convention, and my assistants Goldie and Blow were setting up my act. My lucky clear goggles were misplaced, and in their stead was a pair of dark goggles.
So what you're saying is that you need your lucky clear goggles?
You ever try to steer yourself with dark goggles after you've been shot out of a cannon, son?
Not lately, no.
Well, it's impossible to see the target.
What's this? It looks like a pair of binoculars. Whatever that thing is, it's letting that bad guy type with the glasses on into the evil dogbot's Achilles heel. It looks like some kind of breath analyzer. There's too much of a rose tint on that screen to make out what breath it's showing. I know it's a breath analyzer, but I can't see what breath is shown on that screen. It says the amazing Caped Cod. You look like a daredevil whose luck has run out.
You got me. Dead to rights. It's all over. The slightly overweight lady has sung.
When did your luck run out?
Well, son, I was getting ready for my infamous Out of the Cannon act. During the setup, my assistants misplaced my lucky clear goggles.
What's so lucky about them?
I see through them, for starters. I can't hit the target without them. They left a pair of dark goggles for me to wear instead.
Well, with me around, I'm sure your luck will change.
Hopefully not from bad to worse.
Welcome to it, where you get two for the price of one.
Stereo chic.
I'm Doll, and I'm Lee.
Hello, Dollar. So nice to have you back where you belong. It says 80 degrees. What do you like to do in your spare time?
Likes? Watching the hardening of gelatin. Dislikes? When the temperature goes over 80 degrees. Hey, you! You cannot go in! The Wax Museum is not open yet!
Would you believe me if I told you that I had my own television show on public access called Entering the Wax Museum?
Yes, but you may not go in. And don't stand in front of that thermometer. I have to keep a close eye on it.
Oh, that's quite a thermometer.
Yes, I have to keep a very keen eye on it. If it goes above 80 degrees, the wax figures will start to melt. Then I'll have to run to the phone to call the air conditioning repair place. They put me on hold for hours. It's terribly boring.
I can't imagine. I need ice skates. I don't want my tootsies to get cold. It's the 1974 Golden Melon Skates Trophy for Best Sneeze during a performance. That must be the coveted chilling statue of immobilization. It's given to the person who can stand on ice skates in the rink without moving for the longest time. I like roses.
I throw one. Only the skaters who do a perfect single snow boot.
I can gather information about the single snow boot ice skate move with this talk balloon. That won't do me any good. It says the World's Fair.
Hold up there, sir. You have a stamp on your hand?
No, I can't say that I do.
I better stamp your hand so you can get back into the fair. There you are, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you. It says souvenirs. Once I installed... I've discovered the best part about receiving a massage from you.
What's that?
Ouch! It feels so good when it stops.
That should have you feeling lighter than air.
What can you tell me about that trophy?
You don't want to hear about that.
Well, all right. If you...
It was back in my younger days, as the masked she-bear. I used to cut up the ice as a famous ice skater.
Those keys are to all the exhibits at the fair. No one can touch them but me.
Of course, I wouldn't think of touching those. I can't get in. The door is locked. What's the worst part of this job?
The uniforms make me look like a security guard.
But you are a security guard.
Oh, yeah?
What do you know about the ice skating move known as the single snow boot?
I know nothing of skating. Have you asked the ex-skating champion, the masked she-bear? She's said to be working at the fair somewhere.
Will she give me a demonstration?
Perhaps, if you ask nicely.
What do you know about the single snow boot ice skating move?
You look tense. Let me give you a massage. I tell you, kiddo, I did the single snow boot as the masked she-bear. In fact, that skating move is fully illustrated in the latest edition of the bi-monthly magazine Skaters Weekly in a color diagram and everything.
color diagram? May I have that?
It's all yours, sweetie.
Thanks. That won't do me any good. That won't do me any good. That won't do me any good. That's not going to do. I need ice skates to ice skate. That's the 1996 Big Pig Biathlon Cup, given to the couple who can play Go Fish while ice dancing. It seems Mr. Big Pig has won every year since it began. I had no idea he was so graceful. That's not going to do me any good. That's not going to do me any good. That's not going to do me any good. That won't do me any good. That won't do me any good. That won't do me any good. That's not going to do me any good. I wonder if Professor Quack has any plans to invent a good catbot. That's not going to do me any good. That's not going to do me any good. That won't do me any good. That's not going to do me any. That won't do me any.
Good question.
What question?
The cloning machine can only replicate food.
Am I needed for this? That won't do me any good. That's not going to do me any good. That won't do me any good. It says Wii World. That's not going to do me any good. That won't. What can you tell me about Napoleon LaRoche?
He delivered this mutant Venus flytrap to me instead of my rose.
Now why do you suppose he would do that?
I imagine it is because of his evil nature.
Could you please tell me anything you know about LaRoche?
Plant world. That's plants and stuff. He loves his plants.
Thank you much. That won't do me any good. That's not going to do me any good. Those are nice roses.
Yes, they are. My job is to toss.
That's not going to... That won't do me any good. That won't do me any good. That won't do me any good. What can you tell me about Napoleon the Roach?
He gets his shell popped here often. After he gets popped, you can usually find him tending to plants.
Plants, huh? Thanks for the tip.
Oh yeah, your tension is just dissolving away.
Ooh, a magnifying glass.
Yes, I use it to get close up on the leaves and petals of all my lovely plants.
I can see a star, a circle, and a triangle on this leaf. It's some kind of combination lock for this display cage. I did it! Once I get that fly trap, I'll need to get the off switch out of its mouth. So, you really want a rose that bad, hmm?
What's the good of a fly trap, my dear, if it refuses to open its trap to trap flies? I want a rose in its place.
Did you ask it? Maybe it's just shy.
Well, for one thing, I don't speak Venus.
So you'd rather have a red rose in that display cage?
Yes, although instead of a beauteous red rose, I have a... Well, look at it. What comes to mind?
A vicious mutant Venus flytrap.
In a locked cage for which I have no combination. Plus it has something stuck in its mouth.
On closer inspection, it appears to be the off switch. That won't do me any good. I need ice skates. I don't want my tootsies to get cold. That's not going to do me any good. That's not going to do me any good. What do you know about LaRoche?
He's kind of what you call a renaissance bug. He's an old kind.
What can you tell me about Napoleon LaRoche?
Strange little fella. He loves that plant world. Didn't want to wait for me to let him in here.
Imagine that.
I'd rather not, laddie. I don't have much of an imagination.
I'll have to figure out a way to get that fly trap and make it spit out the off switch. What can you tell me about Napoleon LaRoche?
He delivered this mutant Venus flytrap to me instead of my rose.
Now why do you suppose he would do that?
I imagine it is because of his evil nature.
Ooh, a magnifying glass.
Yes.
What can you tell me about Napoleon LaRoche?
He loves the plant world. The temperature is always warm there.
Yes, some like it hot. You look like a daredevil whose luck has run out.
You got me. Dead to rights. It's all over.
I would really love to put a rose in that display cage.
You object to the mutant Venus flytrap plant.
Of course I do. They eat insects, you know.
That won't do me any good. That bad guy put on those glasses, breathed on that breath device, and the secret door opened. That must be the secret door LaRoche mentioned that leads to the inner workings of the evil dogbot. I need to figure out how to get in there. These rose-tinted glasses might come in handy. That won't do me any good. That won't do me. That won't do me any good. LaRoche must spend an enormous amount of money on evil dogbot food. Interesting, but I don't think that will help me with... Interesting. It said... That won't do me any good. Interesting, but I don't think that will help me. You clone it?
You got it. Place any one full item on. We know what you're thinking.
What's for lunch?
Food, and only food. Have you replicated?
That's not going to do me any good. That's not going to do me any good. That's not going to do... That won't do me any good. It says souvenirs. That's not going to do me any good with this. That won't do me any good. That's not going to do me. That won't do me any good. That won't do me any good. That's not going... It says 2. Here's where I keep my spy gadgets. That's not going to do me any good. That's not going to do me any good. That won't do me any good. That's not going to do me any good. That's not going to do me any... So, Monkey Penny,
I recently developed a super secret spy typewriter rocket, but I can't get it to write.
have you considered firing it? That's the spy gadget vending machine. That's the spy gadget vending machine. I bet these are cool. Spy skates, they look sharp, Professor Quack. How do they work?
I've always loved the grace and beauty of figure skating, but being in the spy biz never left time for the years of training, so I created these. You simply slip them on and insert a diagram of the skate maneuver you want to perform, and voila! The skates, with you in them, perform it perfectly.
Well, those could sure help to put the villains on ice.
Ah, right. Spy Fox. I like these new blueberry-flavored blueprints.
Do you want...
Sir. Hot dog.
LaRoche, why don't... Once again, I find myself... I sure hope that... That's not going to do me any good. That's not going to do me... That won't do me any... That's not going to do me any good. That won't do me any good. Is there anything else that you'd like to add about that trophy?
I'd like to add some real gold.
That won't do me any... That won't do me any good. That's not going to do me any good. That won't do me any good. Once I get that fly trap, I'll need to get the off switch out of its mouth. What can you tell me about Napoleon the Roach?
He delivered this mutant Venus flytrap to me instead of my rose.
Now why do you suppose he would do that?
I imagine it is because of his evil nature.
That would be an interesting thing to put... That won't do me any good. That's not going to do me any good. That won't do me any good. That's not going to do me. It's set. I wonder if Professor Quack has any... That's not going to do me any good. That won't do me any good. That won't do me any good. That's not going to do me. That won't do me. That's not going to do me any good.
How do things stand, Spyfox?
Well, I need to get the off switch and the off switch activation code.
Persistence is the key. You can do it, Spyfox.
That's the Spy Gadget vending machine. Here's where I keep my spy. I'm an... Once again, excellent. Hey, now I'm ready for some ice action. Phew, that wasn't so graceful. Those are nice roses.
Yes, they are. My job is to toss one to each skater who performs a perfect single snow boot.
That didn't go so well. That's not going to do me any good. I've got to find that off-switch activation code. I think... That's not going to do me any good. Interesting.